You're back on the record at 148.
Yes, sir. They're the same photos. I sent them to Kimberly. Anyways.
Okay. So, and did you have any other photos? So I have a total of 6 photos. Is that what you have?
Yeah, it was the same one. It's just the one of the car in the front, the angle, and then the box truck on the side, and then the bushes.
Okay. Did you call the police or who called the police?
I believe my phone called 911 or something by itself, like it knew the collision happened.
Okay. And I think you also said that you had called your boss after the collision.
Yeah. I called him ASAP. Yeah, I called him because, he's the boss and he's the one that got all the information, and I didn't want to get fired anyway. It didn't matter. I still got fired. But she still was gonna know, but
Now, as you came to the intersection, so up to that stoplight or the stop bar.
yes, sir.
Was it a solid green the entire time, or had the light changed at all?
Nah, it was green. I didn't see it change at all. Golly, it's not harder than a human.
There's a witness at the scene. Her name was Tina Carter. Did you ever speak with her?
No, sir. I didn't speak with nobody. All I seen was the guy get on the flatbed and they took him. That was all. Hoping and praying that he wasn't hurt.
Now, she said that on the crash report, she said that she was stopped for red traffic signal on the westbound exit of the Polk Parkway at the incident location. Did you see any witness talk to the police? And what she told the police was that you turned suddenly as Mr. Bankston was approaching the intersection. You would disagree with that?
I don't know where she was at, cause yeah, he was approaching, but he was far away. And yes, I turned suddenly when he was far away.
So you would agree that you turned suddenly, but he was far away at the time.
Yeah, he was far away. I turned, but he was far away. I was stopped and then I turned, but he was way far, man. I swore I had enough. I swore I had enough time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't know what he was doing in his car and his phone or what he was doing.
Now, let's say that I know you testified earlier that you had a solid green light.
Yes, sir.
But if you let's say that instead of a solid green light, it was a red light.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be at fault for this collision?
Yeah, if it was a red light, I believe so, because I'm not supposed to be going nowhere if there's a red light.
Now, we interviewed the witness, Miss Tina Carter, and in the recorded statement that she gave us, she stated that that you had a red light.
I wouldn't have won if I had a red light. And I wouldn't have yield on a red light. You know what I'm saying? I would have stayed there. I yield because it said yield to green.
Would you like to hear her statement?
Yes, sir.
Can you just listen to that? Because I haven't been provided that either, and we've requested this as well. Not that, at least that I've seen. I don't see that I've ever received that.
It's work product.
Well, now it's not, and 2, you should do a privilege, and I don't see that was done. I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, deciding right now to share it with the witness.
No, but you should have revealed to me before that you even had that. And I'm saying that I don't think that you guys did.
I believe it's on our privilege log. We can take a short break.
Yeah, if
and
you can.
figure it out.
And since now you're going to use it, I would like to receive it if you want to, if you could email that to me. So I'm entitled to it now since you're going to use it to impeach my client.
Yeah, and just for the record, I did on January 3rd, 2025, file a privilege log that identifies the recorded statement of Tina Carter.
Okay. If you want to, if you could send that to me, because I don't see that I have it here. Maybe it wasn't.
We're going to have it on the video because I'm going to play it right now.
Okay, but I also want another copy since it's now no longer work product.
PM Eastern. This is in regards to I have Brandon Bates in his motor vehicle accident. I have.
Can you hear it though, sir? It's a little soft. I've turned my microphone towards the speaker, but are you able to hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. So
okay.
October 15th, 2022, around 8:15. That's 1:05 p.m. Eastern. I have County Road 37B and Polk Parkway, Polk County, Florida. Present with me on the phone would be Miss Tina Carter, who to my understanding is a witness to that motor vehicle accident and or events surrounding. And Miss Carter, you said it was all right for us to be recording today, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
Much appreciated. If you could you run us through what you had seen that day, what had happened, ma'am?
Absolutely. So we had been out at the lake, so we were coming back early evening. We had
cut off.
Council, we've lost Mr. Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
You
Oops.
wanna go off the
Right.
record?
Back on.
Go off the record at 1:55. We are back on the record at 1:56.
Okay, Ms. Ortiz. So we lost you there, but you had logged back on and you said before you got kicked out of the Zoom that you didn't hear the last few seconds. So I'm going to rewind it a few seconds back and then I'll hit play again. But she hasn't got to what she saw yet. So
Okay. Yes, sir.
Together. So you heard her state that you ran a red light. Do you disagree with that?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear nothing.
You couldn't hear it?
No.
Nope, nothing.
Here, let me try it a different way.
And while we're doing that, if Miss Hill can tell me when it was filed, the privilege law, because
January 3rd, 2025.
okay. And when was the recorded statement taken? Because it doesn't say it on here.
Justin Bennell with the law offices of Vera and Vera. This is a recorded statement being taken on Friday, July 5th, 2024. It's around.
Did you hear that? July 5th, 2024.
Yep.
Okay, sir. I'm going to play it again. And this time I'm playing it on a different device that's a little louder than my computer speaker. So hopefully it's easier to hear. Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, can't hear nothing. In the beginning, when you put it on, yeah, I heard her talk till she was about to start her statement, till she said that she was coming from the lake. After she was coming from the lake, I can't hear nothing after that.
Can you guys not hear it either?
Nobody, no, I can't hear anything.
No, I couldn't hear it, John.
Hmm. Let me try it again.
It's Justin Bennell, the law offices of Vera and Vera. This is a recorded statement being taken on Friday, July 5th, 2024. It's around.
Can you all hear it now?
He just cut off
Cut
again.
off.
I cut it off, but Mr. Ortiz, you can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Nothing.
Yeah, something's going on.
That's bizarre. I don't know. I don't know why you can't hear it.
Can't hear anything.
I heard the beginning too when he was talking 2024. Then after that, it just cuts off. Zoom must know that you're trying to put another.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
That's weird.
that's bizarre.
Nope.
I wonder if I share my screen, if that would work. Let me try that real quick. Can you hear it now?
No, sir.
That's weird. Why don't we do it this way? Miss Hill, could you
Yeah.
try playing it from your computer?
I was gonna try to pull it up real quick.
Okay, this is Justin Bennell with the law offices of Vera.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Vera. This is a recorded statement being taken on Friday, July 5th, 2024. It's around 2:00 p.m. Eastern. This is in regards to, I have Brandon Bankston's motor vehicle accident. I have date of loss, October 15th, 2022, around 8:15. That's 1:05 p.m. Eastern. I have County Road 37B and Polk Parkway, Polk County, Florida. Present with me on the phone would be Miss Tina Carter, who to my understanding is a witness to that motor vehicle accident and or events surrounding. And Ms. Carter, you said it was all right for us to be recording today, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
Much appreciated. If you could you run us through what you had seen that day, what had happened, ma'am?
Absolutely. So we had been out at the lake, so we were coming back early evening.
Mhm.
We had our boat on and we had stopped. We had just come off the exit at the Polk Parkway, and we were sitting at a red light. And what had happened is we saw I guess it's a kind of a van, a white van, run the red light and hit into a very small, I think it was a silver vehicle, I'm not 100% sure, but it was a very small vehicle. And he plowed into that and then he stopped. And we kind of went across the light, we parked our car and the boat safely. We got out to see if we could help the gentleman.
Okay, you can stop it there. Were you able to hear at that time, Mr. Ortiz?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure why Miss Hill's computer is working and mine's not, but besides the point, did you ever see that witness stop to assist?
No, sir. All I said, when I got out the car, the police was already there, trying to assist us out the back of the truck. So I really didn't see nobody. I just seen them put, like I said, I seen them put the guy in the flatbed and take him with them.
Well, I guess too, you would have been facing the opposite way, right? Because you were kind of turned around.
Yes, sir.
Well, in terms of what the witness stated, you would agree that she stated that you made a left on a red light.
Yes,
Objection
sir. That's
form.
what you said, but I didn't make. It wasn't a red light.
It's your testimony that you had a solid green light.
Yes, sir.
But if her recollection is correct and your recollection was incorrect, you would agree that you would be at fault.
Yes, sir.
Objection form.
Let's talk about after the accident. So I know you're facing the other way. You're trapped in your vehicle. Your passengers are also trapped in the vehicle. The police are called, and tell me what happens next. How did you eventually get out of the vehicle?
I got out through the door that one of the two, I don't remember if it was the right door or the left door, but I know I got out the front. But the guys, they were like panicking. One of the guys was panicking real bad in the middle of the thing. He said he was screaming that his leg was broken or something. So that the police was already in the back trying to pull him out because the road was on this side, you know what I'm saying? And that door was smashed. So the police was already trying to get him out the back. So I got out the back and he was just screaming and everybody was nervous and the police was there trying to see what's going on. And then after that, I just seen them take the other guy in the ambulance. And then one of my co-workers too, he went in the ambulance. And that's all I remember.
When you said the guy in the ambulance, I know you referred to one of those guys as your coworker, but was the other gentleman Mr. Bankston, my client?
Yeah. He's the first one that left in the ambulance.
Did he look like he had been injured?
Yeah, he was in the flatbed. He was laying down. I didn't see no blood or nothing, but he was laying down and the car looked like he got injured. I don't know if he got injured or not, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know nothing about this after, you know. But he was just on the flatbed with a the neck brace and all that. They took him on the ambulance and took him to the hospitals. I don't know nothing about him after that, you know.
I understand. Did you have any conversations with Mr. Bankston?
No, sir.
So your coworker goes to the hospital. You see Mr. Bankston going to the hospital. Did you have any conversations with any of the police at the scene?
No, sir.
Did they ask you what happened in terms of the crash?
I think that they asked me I think that's the thing that they were asking me in the back of when they pulled us out. That was the first thing they asked, like, you know, what happened. But it was so fast. It was just crazy.
Did the officer determine who was at fault for the collision?
Not really. He just told me, look at the report.
So on the crash report, he states, I determined, he says D1, but you're listed as D1, Mr. Ortiz, to be at fault for this incident, and I issued him a UTC, uniform traffic citation, for the above stated violation. Did he ever tell you that?
Yeah, he told me he gave me a ticket.
Okay, so the police come, you talk to the police, you talk to your boss. We talked about those conversations. Did you call your wife or any other coworkers or any coworkers' family, letting them know, hey, you know, so-and-so's going to the hospital? Any other conversations at the scene?
Nah, I only called my wife and told her that what had happened. That was it. Just my wife.
And you just told her, did you tell her in great detail, or did you just kind of say, hey, I was in an accident?
Yeah, I just told her I was in an accident. Don't worry, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I should be getting home.
Did you FaceTime her from the accident scene?
No, I just called her on regular.
And we talked about photos. Did you take any videos at the scene of the collision?
No, sir. I didn't take no videos.
Have you talked to any witnesses that were at the scene of the collision?
No, because I didn't see no. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see no witnesses, so I wasn't able to talk to nobody.
In the days and weeks after the collision, did you talk to Mr. Bankston?
No,
Have you ever spoken directly to Mr. Bankston?
no,
Has Mr. Bankston ever reached out to you to speak with you?
no, sir. I wouldn't even know how he looked like, tell you the truth.
What do you believe your speed was as you were going through the intersection?
I don't know. It should have been picking up, so probably like between 15 and 20. The truck picking up because the truck is kind of sluggish. It don't pick up as much as a regular small car.
Understood. Do you know what the speed limit was on that road?
Not sure. Probably 55, I'm thinking.
What'd you say?
55?
In terms of the turn lane, the left turn lane, is there just one left turn lane?
Yes, sir.
Had it been raining earlier that day?
I don't recall. I can't remember all that.
What about traffic? What were the traffic conditions like? Was it busy traffic? Light?
No, there was no traffic. There was no traffic. That's why I said I don't know how that lady said that she see me when I didn't even see nobody else.
Would you agree with me that it's important for drivers to pay close attention to their surroundings while traveling and while entering an intersection?
Yes, sir.
And you'd agree with me that even if what you say is true about having a solid green light, you would still have a duty to yield?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me that that a driver or you in this case you have a duty to maintain a proper lookout for other vehicles?
Objection
Yes,
form.
You said yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Both ways. He need to look out, and I need to look out.
Did you take any pictures of the speedometer that you said you saw after the collision occurred? Of his
No.
speedometer?
No, I should have though.
As you were making a left-hand turn, did you have any blind spots in that van?
I don't, but not in the front. Not that I know of.
Okay. Was there anything in the windshield that would have blocked or partially blocked your view?
No.
Were your headlights on?
No.
Is that a no?
No. It was daytime still.
Was there any mechanical issue with your, I know it was a pretty much a brand new van, but
Yes, sir.
was there any mechanical issue like issues with the brakes or engine or transmission, anything like that?
Not that I know of at that moment, you know.
Okay. Let me ask you this way. Were there any mechanical issues with the van that you complained of to the owner? Hey, you need to fix this, or this is not,
No, sir.
feeling right, or anything like that?
No, it was pretty brand new, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And I didn't see any signage on the side, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Was there any sort of DOT number that was on the side of the van?
No, sir, not that I can recall.
Can you describe the route that you were planning on taking?
I was trying to bust a left to go up on the highway. I don't know. I can't. I don't know what those streets are called. Tell you the truth, I don't. I use my GPS for everything, so I don't remember none of the streets.
Were you familiar with this intersection, or was it?
Yeah, cause I always took the guys. Some guys live down that road, and I always went down that road to drop them off and go back home and drop the other guys off.
And I know you were the only one awake, and you had worked a long day, but were you tired or fatigued at the time of the collision?
No, not really.
When you say not really, I mean, were you a little bit tired, but good to
No,
drive?
because when I drove, like in the mornings, I would take a nap and then I would drive in the afternoon. You know.
Did you take a nap earlier that day?
Yes, sir.
When did you take that nap?
Earlier, like when I got in the truck at like 5 a.m.
Did you stop anywhere before the collision, like get some caffeine or some coffee or anything like that?
No, sir.
So you had went straight from the work site to, and you were headed home at the time of the collision, no other stops, not even for gas or anything?
No, I stopped to drop them guys off before. They lived on that road, that same road. I don't know the name of the place where they lived at, but it wasn't even that far away from the crash. It was probably like 2 or 3 blocks down. That's where they lived at. I dropped them off, and then I was going on my way back to get back on the road to go back home.
So since you were dropping off your coworkers at the time, you were still working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And your boss would pay you for that time?
Yes, sir.
Where was your cell phone at the time of the collision?
My cell phone, I believe it was on the there was like what's that thing called? Like a little center console in the middle of well, it's bigger on the trucks.
Yeah.
It was right there. It was sitting down right there.
What was your cell phone number at the time?
I think it was the 939 number. I don't remember, to tell you the truth, sir.
Is there a way that you could look it up?
Yeah, let me see right quick. Let me see if I can do it right quick. See if it's in my contacts. I believe it was 813-953-9537, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And was that account, was that in your name, or was it in your wife's name, or whose name was it in?
In my name.
And who was the carrier at the time?
Me.
Let me rephrase it.
Oh, T-Mobile.
Okay,
My bad.
Hey, maybe you own your own phone service.
No,
That'd be nice.
because when you said carrier, I'm thinking of carrying that on me. Oh man.
Okay, and did you have your GPS on your phone then at that time?
Nah, because I already knew that route to the way home.
Okay, so you weren't texting or playing games on your phone or
No,
or doing anything like that?
No, sir.
And what kind of phone did you have at the time?
This iPhone 13, I believe it was.
At the time that the collision occurred, was your foot on the gas or on the brake?
When he hit me, I think it was on the gas. Yeah, it was on the gas because I was trying to turn down to try to get to the turn.
Did you take any evasive actions to avoid this collision?
Uh, I didn't think it was gonna happen, so I didn't have no chance to, do nothing.
There's no side airbag on that, right? I saw the
Yeah,
two
it had
front
both.
airbags.
Yes, sir. It had both.
Oh, there was a side airbag?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
both. Not on the side, but both of the side had airbags. No, not on the sides.
Okay. Do you do Facebook or Instagram or anything like that?
Facebook.
Did you post anything about this accident or your injuries on Facebook?
Not that I can recall, sir.
And is for your Facebook account, is that under your name?
Yes, sir.
Would it be under Nomar Ortiz or some other name?
Nomar Hernandez.
Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, sir. Fluently.
And obviously you speak really good English, but have you understood all my questions? Has there been anything that I've asked you in English that you haven't been able to understand?
No, sir.
Any other conversations that you had with any other person at the scene of the collision that we haven't discussed?
No, sir.
And you never contacted your personal insurance company because you were working at the time, true?
Yes, sir.
Did you give any recorded statements about the collision to any person?
No. I think they still grabbed my insurance though, sir, because they said that since they didn't have his insurance, or that I wasn't on his insurance, that they still needed my insurance. And then because of this, too, my insurance, they kicked me out. And man, it's been a hassle, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, so on the crash report, it actually does list Infinity.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. They kicked me out of my insurance because of that crash. They sent me a paper talking about, yeah, we can't take you no more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't think I have any more questions for you, but why don't we take a short break and let me consult with my co-counsel. And it's 2:23, so why don't we just come back at 2:30, and I'll see if I have any other questions. But if I don't, then we'll be done. And I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir, no problem. Thank
I'll
you.
have some quick follow-ups, but
Sure.
then you'll be done, Mr. Ortiz.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So let's come back at 2:30.
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you.
Go off the record at 2:23. You're back on the record at 2:32.
Okay, Ms. Ortiz, we just took a break. Did you speak to anyone during the break?
No, sir.
Okay, I just have a couple more follow-up questions. One question is pertaining to any prior accidents or tickets. You testified earlier that you hadn't had any, but we found a ticket that you had received on August 24th, 2022. So that would have been maybe about 2 months prior to the collision that we're here for today, a little less than 2 months. Do you recall being in an accident? It was on Interstate 4 and Interstate 75.
Excuse me. Yeah. Dang.
And there was a crash involved.
Oh, I think I think that was when the lady was on my blind side, and I turned left. I believe that's what it's talking about.
Yeah, it looks like you were cited for improper change of lane, passing when meeting oncoming vehicle.
Yeah, the lady she sped up, and I was going into bust a left. Yeah, she sped up. I couldn't see her because of the blind side on the truck on the back, and the back tires she had a black mark on her door.
You had a black mark, what?
On her door.
And that was a crash.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And it looks like you were in a 2022 Ford van. Was it the same van or a different van?
I think it was a different one, but the same type.
And you received a citation as a result of that collision?
Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
After that collision occurred, let me ask you this. Was your boss made aware of that collision, Mr. Danny?
Yes, sir.
And what did he say about that?
Well, he said he was gonna take care of that. So I guess I don't know what he did. He talked to the people, or I don't know what he did. I know that I only paid my ticket, and I never, I didn't go to court or nothing after that. So I don't know. I have forgot all about that, but I remember now that you say that. But yeah.
Is there a reason why you didn't remember that earlier?
No, yeah, I didn't go to. I didn't. I didn't. That really nothing happened with that. They just because I thought I was supposed to go to court or get papers. You know what I'm saying? And I never got nothing. She didn't. Nothing never happened after that. I guess he said. I guess he took care of it. I don't know if she called him and if he paid him off or what happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But after that, I never heard nothing.
Let me ask you this too. Do you know Glenn Upchurch?
And up church. It sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so we asked some questions in the litigation, like who was the owner of Guardian Solar, and what was listed was a gentleman by the name of Glenn Upchurch.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
The guy's name that I know is Danny. Danny. I don't even know his last name. I don't know who Glenn is. Tell you the truth.
Well, did anyone at Guardian after that other accident prior to this one say, hey, maybe, why don't you come in and we'll do some more training, or hey, maybe take a class, a safe driving class, or was there any sort of conversation like that?
Objection form. You can answer.
No, sir.
Was there any requirement that you undergo any additional training or supervision after that collision?
No,
Objection
sir.
form.
Was there any disciplinary action that was taken against you as a result of that collision?
No, sir.
Were you kind of surprised that that no additional training or no disciplinary procedure was taken as a result of that collision?
Objection form.
No, sir. No, sir.
What, if anything, do you believe that my client did wrong in this collision that we're here for today?
I don't know what he was doing, man. Tell you the truth. I don't know what he was doing.
I understand. Was there anything I didn't ask you that you would like to testify to, or that you intend to testify to at trial?
Objection form.
Don't got nothing to say, sir. Tell you the truth.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate your time and your cooperation during this deposition, and I don't have any further questions for you at this time. Ms. Nunez may have some questions.
Yeah, it's just some short ones, no more. So you were asked about, and you listened to this statement from Ms. Tina Carter. You never spoke with her before, correct?
No, ma'am.
You don't remember her at all whatsoever. Is that right?
No, ma'am.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember even getting a citation for running a red light?
Nope.
Okay. I don't see it in the accident report as well. Now, let me ask you this. Let's assume that you have a red light, as you were asked before, wouldn't Mr. Bankston, who's on the opposite side as well, the same road, also have a red light?
I believe so.
Okay, so then I guess both of you would have a red light and go through a red light if Mrs. Carter's testimony is true. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but you didn't have a red light, correct?
No, ma'am.
You had a solid green light. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You didn't have any kind of lady come up to you and speak to you after this accident, did you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, were all of your answers that you testified here today to the best of your recollection, Mr. Ortiz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were asked also about the speedometer. Is it your testimony that you actually saw the speedometer at the 70 miles an hour?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you just didn't take a picture, is that right?
No, ma'am. And Brian too. Brian, my coworker Brian too. He's seen it because he brought it to my knowledge. He was like, "Yo, look at this. His speedometer's at 70." But that's after everybody had left. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a while for them to come pick up the car.
Sure. And that's when you went and looked at it to make sure, and you saw that it was at 70.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. I don't have any other questions, Mr. Normer. It looks like you're gonna have a shorter day today than we expected, so that's good.
Well, I have some other questions.
Never mind.
Sorry. Questions sometimes turn into additional questions. Were the police there when you went and looked at the speedometer?
No, because they hadn't picked up the car. They took a long time for them to come pick up the car. So the police left and everybody left and the car was just sitting there.
If you felt that was important evidence at the time, is there a reason why you didn't take a photo of it?
I just didn't think about taking a photo of it. You know, I thought if y'all have the car and it's in y'all possession, and if there's detectives and all this, you know what I'm saying, they should have went through the detectives to find out what happened. You know what I'm saying? With my knowledge, that's how I be watching movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about the law, none of that. But when there's an accident or something happens, they send a detective to go check the scene out, you know, before they do anything. But I don't know. You know, I'm not in the law industry. I'm in the solar panel industry.
Well, you took other photos, true?
Yes, sir.
But you decided not to take a photo of the speedometer.
No, I just took a photo of the damage, you know.
And do you have any engineering background that would lead you to believe that even if what you say is true, and you saw that it was at 70 miles per hour, how do you know that that was his actual speed? Or do you have any engineering background, or what papers do you rely on for?
No, just a word a word of, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else told me that when that car has that specific perk, that when it hits at a certain, if it's at a certain speed, that when it crashes, the speedometer is gonna stay at that speed. And if it wasn't at that speed, why would it be at that speed? You know, if the speedometer wasn't that high, even if it got hit and it cut off, then it should have went down or something, right? Because the speed goes down. So regardless, it stayed at that because it was there at one point. You know, the speedometer is not gonna go higher than lower. You know,
Aren't you speculating?
this speedometer is not gonna go higher than it's supposed to. You know, if anything, it will go lower than it's supposed to.
What if the impact knocked the speedometer to go at a higher speed than what it was traveling?
I don't know about that, so I can't tell you nothing about that. You know.
Okay.
But that's what I heard. That's what they told me. That some cars have a specific perk that when a crash happens, it stays at whatever speed it was going to.
And who told you that?
One of my friends, close friends.
Does he have any sort of engineering background?
I don't know.
What's his name?
Brian. Brian was the one that looked at it. Brian was the one that said it.
Okay, Brian, the guy that was at the crash. That's
the one that seen it.
And he does roofing.
Yeah, he does roofing. He works with motorcycles a lot, with dirt bikes. That's why so he's like a little dirt bike mechanic. But he knows his stuff.
Do you know if he has any engineering degrees?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know if he's ACTAR certified?
No, sir. I don't know at all.
Okay. We had sent over a Deuces Take'em that looks like this. This has a Schedule A. Have you ever seen this before?
No.
It's like a list of things to bring for your deposition.
Oh yeah, in the email.
Yeah, it would have been on the notice.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Now, I'm just wondering if did you bring anything? Now, some of the things you may not have, like we asked for your employment file. Do you still have that?
No, sir, I don't have that.
Okay. But those documents you would believe would be at Guardian.
Yes, sir. He has everything. He had everything because all the letters that got sent to me, they were getting sent to him. So he was getting them first, and then he was calling me and telling me that I had something there, you know?
Yeah, I understand. Did you ever receive any letters to preserve the evidence, like the van?
No, not that I know
of. Okay. You were asked some questions about the different light sequences. Have you seen the signal timing data from the traffic engineer?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you familiar with traffic engineering timing data?
No, sir.
So you don't know exactly how the traffic lights work, true?
No, sir.
Okay. So you were just speculating when you were asked that prior question by your counsel?
Form. Sorry, objection form.
You were just speculating, sir?
Form.
Yeah. Not that did it work. I don't know the timing, how they work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the timing, how they work. I know that if the traffic is red here, then obviously it's going to be red over there, so you don't go through and crash.
Well, how do you know that?
Because if not, there's going to be a crash that's going to happen. If both lights are green, then there's two traffic's going to run into each other.
Wouldn't it depend though, because it's more complex than that, right? Because there's arrows, there's green arrows that could guide someone to make a right turn, yet another lane of traffic could be at a red. It would just depend on how that
how that's set up.
How the setup is, right?
Objection form.
And that stop is actually, I mean, if you look at it, it's not like a simple four-way stop, right? I mean, there's multiple lanes going this way and that way.
Objection
Full
form.
roads. You'd agree with that, right?
Form.
Yes, crossroad.
Yeah. So part of the deuces taken also ask for like insurance policies. You don't have the insurance. Well, do you have the insurance policy for Infinity for the work?
No, I don't. No, I don't believe so. That's his insurance.
Yeah. Do you have any personal excess or umbrella policies of insurance?
My personal, yeah, I got my own.
Okay. But you were working at the time, so that one would apply, true?
Yeah, that one wasn't in. Yeah, and then I didn't even have that one because that one got canceled after that accident. The one that I had. What the heck is wrong with the lights?
When I was asking you about your prior convictions, are you now a convicted felon, or was it pled down to a misdemeanor?
Objection.
Yeah, it was pled down to a misdemeanor. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. I don't have any questions for any further questions unless your attorney does, and I may have some more. But at this time, I don't have any further questions.
I don't, Mr. Ortiz. And what I will do for my client is I'm going to have him read the transcript. So we'll get that sent to my email, and then I will send it to him. Mr. Ortiz, you'll just review it, and if there are any changes that you want to make, we can make those. But I always have my clients read it. So we'll get that sent over to my email, please.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll go off the record at 2:49.